After installing iOS 26 public beta, some users have reported that their iPhone is lagging and hanging, everywhere. Whenever they try to open the app, things freeze and crash and force closes repeatedly after this iOS 26 public beta update. So I just want to share my thoughts and suggestions based on the previous beta tested. I have also published the comparison, the difference and everything in our recent episodes. We'll leave some useful related videos in our first pinned comment. You can check that out if you want to. So the very first thing is, when it comes to the iOS 26 beta version, it is still a beta version, but it feels a lot stable. As I said in our previous episode, check your iPhone's battery health. Navigate inside the settings app, battery, and scroll down a little bit to access the battery health, and here you can check the percentage. If it is around 80% or below that and you have tried to install the iOS 26 beta version, either it is public beta or developer beta, this is the main reason for noticing such hangs and lags issues. It is not just the iOS version, which of course puts some extra pressure on the CPU and GPU to process all these animation effects, the additional liquid glass effect that Apple have added with the latest version. And the iOS 26 beta itself has plenty of bugs to handle. But the battery health, when it is 80% or below that, then definitely the battery cannot deliver enough power to the system to function normally. So you need to change your battery by visiting the Apple Service Center, and then you need to consider trying the iOS 26 developer beta or the public beta version. Otherwise, if you have planned to change the battery later, you can roll back to iOS 18.5 version, the stable release as of now. Next week, we are expecting iOS 18.6 version. So if the earlier iOS 18 versions were working perfectly without any such hangs or, lags issues with your regular usage, then it is good to do the downgrade from iOS 26 to iOS 18. I'll leave that video link in the description and in the first pinned comment. You can check that out and follow the steps to perform the downgrade. The latest iOS 26 developer beta 4 revised version is the one right now I'm using. Even with the 4 initial release last week, it felt stable, but the revised version is more fine-tuned and feels a lot stable. The public beta, on the other hand, is the exact same version of the developer beta 4 version that has been released last week. So my suggestion is, initially I had issues like hangs, crash, and the phone app was not at all working. I have a screen recording to show how it was first visible. So this was happening with iOS 26 developer beta 4 version, which is the same exact version that we received in public beta 1. So what you have to understand is, it took me few hours, like 4 to 5 hours, to get the normal 120Hz Pro motion working on my iPhone 15 Pro Max. So if you are using the 15 Pro or 16 Pro series and you are experiencing such reduced frames rate, make sure to disable the low power mode. If you have the low power mode on, then of course the 60Hz display will be in action. The 120Hz Pro motion will not work normally to save the battery. So make sure to turn off the low power mode, and then you will be able to see the 120Hz Pro motion normally working. And some apps may lag a little bit during the indexing happening with the iOS 26 major release, the developer beta 4 version, or with the public beta initially, but after few hours it has been fixed and I'm able to open the phone app, the camera, and everything is working so smooth without any issues. Only after observing for 3 to 4 days, if you are continuously experiencing such issue, if you cannot wait and you are not able to use the phone normally, then you may consider downgrading your iPhone to iOS 18.5 stable version, which is available as of today. I have a detailed episode about how to downgrade from iOS 26 to iOS 18. We'll leave a link to that in the first pinned comment. You can check that out if you want to. Without data loss, this method is working for some users. Otherwise, if you experience any error when connected to your computer and trying to perform the iOS restore, then we need to do a complete iOS format, and then you need to fresh install the iOS 18 in order to make things work. So this is the reason behind the iPhone lags and hangs after the iOS 26 public beta version. I hope this video helped you to understand and how to fix it by giving some extra few hours time to let the background indexing and all the background tasks getting completed. Thank you so much for watching. For more useful iPhone, iPad and Mac related tips and tricks, don't forget to subscribe. Have a wonderful day.